Hey guys, Mike here again from Atlanta Motorcycle Works, and today we're going to do the install on the OEM digital Hand Held Dyno Ignition system. As you can see, I got all the components laid out here in front of me. Not a lot to this thing, right? Got this huge rotor, which is very cool because the bigger the rotor, the more accurate your ignition timing. Very nice high-end stuff, very few parts, comes with everything you need to install this system. So I'll be getting to it with this thing and we'll give you updates along the way. Thanks again for joining Atlanta Motorcycle Works. All right guys, so we finished the install on the system. It couldn't have been any easier. I mean, this is exceptionally easy to install. You got one wiring harness coming from your pickup coil that goes directly to your ICU. Plenty of length on all these harnesses. This, even though this was way back here, I actually had some extra length, so I went ahead and shortened it to get a nice classy looking fit in here. It's very easy because they actually comes with all the extra terminal ends to go on the harness. So if you do have to shorten the length, you've got everything you need to terminate the ends properly where they go into the ICU. You have another set of wires that go from the ICU to the ignition coil and key on power, and that is it. So very, very easy to install. Maybe an hour to install this thing, and 20 minutes of it was figuring out where I was going to put the ECU. Bike fired right up, no problem. This thing is basically self-timing, so this is not an adjustable plate, so this bolts in for TDC, and the system digitally puts in your advance that's required to start and run the bike. This is so cool because here's your app, right? So on this app, you can see, comes with your tachometer right there, so you can set your idle RPM. And down here is all your map selections. So this system comes with 8 preloaded maps. So now we're getting ready to go to the dyno and start trying these different maps and see what happens. I'm very excited about this. And like I said before, very easy to install. So that's a lot of value right there. Not complicated at all. So for the home builder who's at least competent to do, modern stuff or minor stuff on the bikes, this will be no problem whatsoever. So stay tuned as we take this thing to the dyno. So, as you can see the bike on the dyno here, we spent most of the day yesterday dynoing the bike, tried every map that came with the system. Found the one we really liked, which also allowed us to change the tune just a little bit, because I'm not worried about detonation with this system. So, you look at this chart here, this is the orange line is going to signify what the bike put out with the Dyna, standard Dyna S Ignition system. And then the yellow line is the horsepower given out by the OEM digital handheld dyno. So we gained a very impressive 6.5 horsepower on this engine, which is already in a very high state of tune. So we're putting out, went from 125 to 131.5 horsepower at the rear wheel. So extremely happy with this system. Big shout out to OEM digital and handheld dyno for allowing us to do this. So appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. If you want one of these, give us a call. Thanks.